Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we nearly defeated the super boss of the game very early, and also explored everything there was to do here in Undella Town. This time, we're going to be exploring... Well, I guess we didn't explore everything in Undella Town because we're going to be exploring more of Undella Town. In order to explore what we're going to be exploring today, you have to have a Pokemon knowing the moves Dive, one knowing Strength, and one knowing Flash. It sounds very stupid, because it is. That is what you will need. We want to head out here to Undella Bay, and turn on the dowsing machine because there's a lot of hidden items. Like a pearl. That's a good one. Oh, there's more. Stardust. It's another good one. And that appears to be all of them, but I mean, hey, I didn't lie, there are hidden items here. We want to fight the trainers out here in the water next. There are new encounters in both Undella Town and Undella Bay. We will be going over those later. Later in the same episode, but later just because there's a better time. Do I have Max Repels? I seem to recall buying Max Repels, but I might just be hallucinating. Guess not. I only have 4. I'm gonna go buy more, actually. Oh, I should have done that before the episode started. Alright, I'll upgrade to Max Repels. I know Super Repels are more cost-effective, and that's been my justification for never buying Max Repels, but Max Repels are just more convenient. We're about to be never really needing money again, so... yeah, this is fine. Let's spray a Max Repel, and then start fighting all the trainers out here. Again, there will be a better time to go over all the wild Pokemon. George is in the PC. I am using Blue Eye for Surf and Dive, and Blue Eye's moveset is just Surf, Dive, Waterfall, and Aqua Jet, I think, at the moment, making Blue Eye the most useless member of the team. Tyra. I'm probably going to cut out all of these battles, actually, because they're not going to have anything interesting, and these battles are just going to be filling time in an already extremely long episode. This guy's just drowning. Holy shit, okay. So, pretty sure that's all the trainers taken care of? I hope it is. There are only 4 dive spots in all of Unova, and all 4 of them are in this bay. And if you want to fully explore the underwater area in Unova, you have to go down all of them at least once. I'm not going to worry about healing, there are no wild Pokemon underwater in this game. Let's just go. The Abyssal Ruins. Click. The sound reverberates. We cannot translate this in this game. There is no in-game translation tool for this text. The code is actually in the next game in the series, and you have to uncover the secrets by playing both. There are technically going to be spoilers for Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 in this Let's Play as a result, because later on I am going to be saying what all of the glyphs in this area say. Now, there are a lot of treasures in here. You have a certain amount of steps you can take in this entire dungeon before the text, "It's a torrent of water," appears, forcing you out and making you start over. These ruins you can expect to take 2 to 4 hours to explore fully. There are certain tablets you need to use specific moves on in order to open and get through to the next floor. You can only take a certain number of steps before you're forced out. You can't get every item and reach the end in a single run. I will not guarantee that I'm going to get everything, but I'll speed up footage of me getting what I can while talking about the wild Pokemon. The first point to get down here is the correct one in order to reach the end. The different entrances just let you get different items sooner. Here's me going over the Pokemon and otherwise just sped up footage of me trying to figure out through here. Oh god. Mantike evolves when leveled up with Remoraid in the party. It's a decent special wall with decent defensive typing. It's mediocre with special attacks and gets a bunch of physical moves it can't use. Mantine is more of the same. Remoraid is not horrible. It's not great either. Mixed attacker with low speed and abilities that don't work well for it. It doesn't learn moves with high crit chance, and Suction Cups is just a weird ability. It does get moves like Fire Blast, Psybeam, and Ice Beam, which is kind of interesting. Octillery is more of the same, although it does also get its signature move, Octazooka, which is a bad move with a terrible ratio of damage to accuracy. Wailmer is bad. High HP, decent attacking stats, and nothing to back those up. Unfortunately, it will only really use water and ice moves, and while it does get some things like Earthquake, it can't use moves like that well. Water Spout is a deadly move and the main selling point here. That does more damage the more HP Wailmer has, but since Wailmer is slow, it's extremely situational. Wailord can also appear in Rippling Water in Undella Bay. Spheal appears in the winter. Great design, great offensive typing, and decent stats everywhere but speed. Main issue is that it only resists water and ice. It's a decent enough staller. Same goes for Celio, and Walrein, who can both appear in Rippling Water. Celio's not rare, Walrein is. 45 minutes into recording. I have almost gotten every treasure. Yeah, this dungeon is infuriating. As of now, I have been recording for 49 minutes. I have finally collected, as far as I am aware, every treasure in the Abyssal Ruins. Except for the ones on the very last floor, which I will show you the correct path to get to now. I will also be reading everything that the purple glyphs on the wall say in post as we are speeding up to get to all the various floors of the Abyssal Ruins. Here is the full correct path to get to the top. Listen to King's words. Primes lead to truth. King is brave. King never loses hope. King is kind. King has a dream. King is adventurous. King accepts all. King turns second corner. King turns third corner. King turns fifth corner. King turns seventh corner. Have the heart of King. Here we praise King. King's light shines. King moves his people. King acts with love. King fought hatred. No king gets lost, which is a message that only appears if you take 190 or more steps to reach it. Go on, brave king. The wall moved, and you can now proceed. Every time there is a turn that's a prime number from the entrance, you should take it. Life is gratitude. Eating is receiving life. Good or evil isn't all. Do not be barbaric. One must not waste. All is precious. Wars create tears. Shine if agreed. King talks to all beings. Saved all from waves. King is hope for all. Think, act with love. Act strong, if agreed. The wall moved, and you can now proceed. Let's go. First things first, collect any treasure here, which is this one item ball. The Relic Crown. Now we can take our time to read these. Hopefully not too much time, though. There are symbols in these specific tablets that do not translate to any real letter. It is widely believed that these are logograms, which are meant to describe something that a sound or letter cannot. King defeated Logogram alone. Logogram joined King in a day. King called Logogram beings. King is hope and future. The Great King Logogram. The blank spaces are a different number of characters in every localization of the game, and the only king we know of in this story is N. Every language's number of letters is the same as Harmonia in any given language. This whole castle just shows that this game's story, specifically N's existence, was prophesized. While the Abyssal Ruins are a pain in the ass, they are a cool concept, and I really like them. I wish they were less annoying, but I can't change that now, can I? But there's more! Don't groan yet. I'm flying back to Undella Town because I don't want to waste a repel. Here we are back on Route 13. I said we'd be back, and I did not lie. We're technically back in the past because my 3DS's time was already wrong. In order to set it to summer for the last episode, I set it to February of this year, which was still back in time. And now, in order to bring it back, I set it to the correct time, which was further back than my 3DS actually was before. I want to go ahead and spray a repel just to be safe. There is more related to the Abyssal Ruins if you surf behind the house where the move tutor who will teach you the ultimate moves lives. Right back here. Let's talk to this veteran who lives alone on this isolated little area. I found this plate when I used the move Dive in the sea around Undella Town. I don't know how to use it. You can have it if you like. It'll give us the Splash Plate. I have another one. Take this too. And the Draco Plate. They say there's a sunken temple at the bottom of the sea around Undella Town. Those plates were resting in the temple. Maybe they're treasure. In total, after I sort my items, because they're annoyingly unsorted right now. Well, now all the... Okay, well, sorting is annoying because now they're all separate. But in total, you should have 16 plates. One for every type except for normal, and every single one besides Splash and Draco are in the Abyssal Ruins. As well as that, if I can find them, they're down here. Okay. You should have 5 Relic Bands, 6 Relic Copper, 1 Relic Crown, 7 Relic Gold, 6 Relic Silver, 3 Relic Statues, 4 Relic Vases, and a Shiny Stone. No, that one isn't important. So, what are we gonna do with these? Grab this pearl string first of all. There is only one use in the entire game for the relic items. I'm generally not one for making the rich richer. But he's gonna make me rich today. Wait, he had special text for the Relic Crown. Well, damn, I missed it, I guess. Let's try giving it to him again. That Relic Crown, will you sell it to me for 300,000? Will you? He is more than doubling the amount of money I have right now for this thing. I got a very good item. Don't you think it's great? Don't you? He will buy everything from the relic from the Abyssal Ruins for a ridiculous price. I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead to when I'm done selling all of it. There are no copies of these relic items, so if you want to keep them, don't sell them. I'm gonna cut ahead to when I'm done selling them so I can show the ridiculous amount of money you will get for doing all of this. So, fun fact. This is actually the first Pokemon game where you can carry over 999,999 Pokédollars. As you can see by the fact that we now have 1,925,912. In all, this man will give you 1,706,000 Pokédollars for everything in the ruins. But there's really not a lot to use money on anymore. I personally would recommend using this to buy all of the TMs around the region that we couldn't afford before. There's likely been a few throughout the adventure that you wanted but just couldn't afford at the time. Let's go check that out. Can afford everything here. Can afford everything here, which is great because these are the TMs I actually wanted to buy. Also some pretty good ones here, although I don't think we're ever going to use any of these ones. And could I possibly forget the shopping mall on Route 9? 9! Now that I've finished my shopping spree, I think now is also a pretty good time to go and sell things to all the various item collectors around Unova. You've probably collected your fair share of things that you could sell for a decent price to them, and I mean, we may already be a millionaire, but it can't hurt to have more money. The Gourmet Maid. She'll buy the old Gateau that we got all that time ago from Cedric for $4,000. She'll buy rare candies for $10,000. She'll buy honey for $500. She'll salt, which is something the Sunglasses guy in Route 13 can give us for $7,000. And even more. You will be surprised with some of the things that this lady will buy. The Oreman will buy pearl strings, comet shards, and shoal shells, which are another thing you can get from the guy on Route 13. 25,000. Weird way to say that, but whatever. Even after buying all of the TMs in the region, thanks to selling everything to the ultra-rich billionaire here in Undella Town, as well as to the various collectors around Unova, we're still sitting at about 1,500,000 Pokédollars. We're set for the rest of the game in terms of money. The second best way to grind money would be going to Wellspring Cave and then using Thief on Boldore and taking their Everstones and then selling those to the ore collector. But if you schedule like some time out of your day to get everything in the Abyssal Ruins, you're set. You are good. As for the plates we got there, don't sell those. Those are good held items for Pokemon. They are essentially just slightly weaker variants of items like the Mystic Water. And they are also used to change Arceus's form and type. It's time for me to take my antibiotics, so I think it's time for me to end the episode. Next time on Pokemon White version, we're finally going to be leaving Undella Town and seeing what there is to the south. Our second journey around Unova is getting close to its end. But it's been a pretty good time. See you guys then.